Hello viewers, welcome back to another great video. In this video, we are going to discuss King's coronation concert process. Let's jump into the video. A coronation is a grand ceremony that marks the beginning of a monarch's reign. The coronation of a king is a significant event that involves various traditions and customs. In this script, we will explore the coronation of King George, the new king of a fictional kingdom named Eldoria. The coronation ceremony took place in the grandest hall of the royal palace in the capital city. The event was attended by dignitaries from other kingdoms, representatives of various organizations, and members of the public. Step 1. Preparation. The coronation ceremony was meticulously planned and prepared. The palace staff worked tirelessly to ensure that everything was perfect for the occasion. The grand hall was decorated with colorful banners and flags, and the throne was adorned with gold and precious stones. The royal guard was dressed in their finest uniforms and stood at attention to welcome the guests. The crown, scepter, and other regalia were polished to a shine, and the royal tailors had designed a magnificent robe for the new king. The crown was made of gold and studded with diamonds and other precious stones. It was said to be worth a fortune. The guests began arriving early in the morning, and the palace staff ushered them to their seats in the grand hall. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation, and the sound of music and fanfare echoed through the halls. Step 2. The coronation. The coronation ceremony began with the arrival of the new king. King George, dressed in his royal robe and wearing the crown, made his way to the throne. He was escorted by the royal guard, and the guests rose to their feet and cheered as he passed. Once he reached the throne, King George was presented with the scepter and orb. He then took the oath of office, promising to uphold the laws of the kingdom and to rule with wisdom and justice. The archbishop then placed the crown on the new king's head, and the guests erupted in cheers and applause. The royal trumpeters played a fanfare, and the guests rose to their feet to give the new king a standing ovation. Step 3. The celebration. After the coronation, the guests were invited to a grand feast in the palace gardens. The tables were laden with the finest food and wine, and the guests enjoyed the music and entertainment provided by the court musicians. The new king made his way through the crowd, greeting his guests and thanking them for their support. He then made a speech, outlining his plans for the kingdom and promising to be a just and fair ruler. As the evening wore on, the guests danced and celebrated under the stars. The coronation of King George was a magnificent event that will be remembered for years to come. Conclusion. The coronation of a king is a significant event that marks the beginning of a new era in a kingdom's history. The coronation of King George was no exception. It was a grand affair that involved meticulous planning and preparation. The guests were treated to a feast for the senses, with music, food, and entertainment. The new king promised to be a just and fair ruler, and the guests left the palace gardens with a renewed sense of hope for the future of the kingdom. The coronation of King George will be remembered as one of the most significant events in Eldoria's history. Comment down which one has impressed you. Thank you for watching this whole video. If you like this work, kindly support our channel for regular videos.